Hello there, Matrix. Welcome to Educate. Let us look at the type of rivers that we have. Last time we've already introduced how a river forms from surface runoff and tributaries joining together. So now let us look at the type of rivers. We have got the first type of river that is known as a permanent river, or that is known as a perennial river. So the perennial river or the permanent river, what features does it have? So we say it is permanent because it flows throughout the year. Basically, it never stops flowing. It just means that the river continues to flow. Either there's a rainfall or there is no rainfall. What actually causes this? It is because the water table is always above the riverbed throughout the year, and this usually occurs in areas of high rainfall. So basically, to express that using a diagram, we're just going to draw this as our river. So this is our river. And then basically the river has got something that we say is known as a riverbed. So the riverbed is just at the bottom of the river. So the land or the land that is at the bottom of the river, it is known as the riverbed. That's where the river is lying in a sense. So basically the riverbed here, it is here. So now for the perennial rivers, the water table is above the riverbed throughout the year. So it means that always the water table, it is always above the what? Above the riverbed. Remember, the water table, it is the toppest level or the upper level of groundwater. So in this case, we're trying to say that the groundwater that is coming from the ground, all of this groundwater, it is always above the river. It is always intersecting. So they can use the word there. The water table is intersecting the riverbed. So always we have got our water table here, which is the upper level of groundwater. This is our water table, and then the riverbed is below the water table. So that's what causes the river to continue always having water throughout the year. The river never dries out. That's a perennial river. It never dries out because the water table, it is always above the what? Above the riverbed. It is always above the bottom level of the river, causing the river to flow throughout the year. So this type of river usually occurs in rainfall in areas that have got high rainfall, areas where it is always raining, such that the water table, it is always so high. And then we've got non-perennial rivers, or they are not permanent. It's just the opposite of perennial rivers. These are otherwise known as periodic rivers. These ones, they only flow only in the rainy seasons. That is when it is raining. So if it doesn't rain at all, the river will not flow. So you're gonna see some of the rivers, they are dry during the dry seasons. Of course, they are dry during the dry seasons, such as winter. But when it is summer, when there is rainfall, when there is continuous rainfall in that area, or when it's a rainy season, that is when you see the river flowing. So here in this case, the water table is above the riverbed only in the rainy season. So it means that during the dry season, for a non-perennial river or for a periodic river, the water table, it is below. So the water table, it is below the riverbed. Remember that this is the riverbed, which is the bottommost part of the river, and then the water table is here. So the water table here, it is below the riverbed during the dry seasons, but during the rainy seasons, only then during the rainy seasons, you are going to see the water table now rising, or the top level of groundwater rising to be above the riverbed. So in a sense, the water table is only above the riverbed only when it's in a rainy season, when there's a lot of rainfall. Okay. Otherwise, during the dry season, the water table will be below the riverbed. The water table will not be able to intersect the riverbed, causing the river to be just empty and not have any water during the dry seasons, but only to have water during the rainy seasons. So it's known as a periodic river. It only depends on rainfall. When it is raining, that is when it flows. And then now we have got an episodic river. An episodic river is like an episode. You can hear the word episode from it. You like watching Scandal and whatnot. Okay, so basically an episodic river, it is an episode. It only flows for a short period of time. And that is only after heavy rainfall. So for an episodic river, basically, it does not flow in rainy seasons. It flows only if there is heavy rainfall. So it is episodic. It's more like it's something that comes only once at a time, just like an episode of Scandal coming every Monday or something like that. So in this same context, the episodic river only flows for a short period of time, only after heavy rainfall. So it means after heavy rainfall, when rain heavily rains, when rain comes in a heavy way, when there is a lot of rainfall or torrential rainfall, that is when we have an episodic river. That's when the episodic river starts flowing. So in other seasons or whenever we've got light rain, it does not flow. So for this one, the water table never intersects the riverbed, meaning that the upper level of groundwater, it is always below the riverbed. So if we say that this is our river, and then this will be our riverbed. So now the water table, it is always below. The water table, it is always below. So this is my water table here. My water table, it is always below the riverbed. It never actually intersects the riverbed. It is never above the riverbed, because basically for you to this is the water table, not a waterbed. So basically for you to rise the water table, you need to have constant rainfall. But here for the episodic river, it only flows after heavy rainfall. So it means the water table, it never reaches the riverbed. It never meets with the riverbed. It never intersects with the riverbed. So for all episodic rivers, the water table, it is never intersecting, or it is never meeting the riverbed. It is always below, because this river only flows due to heavy rainfall. So the heavy rainfall that comes from the rain, it will actually be the one that is flowing, not the water from the water table. I hope that makes sense. The last one is an exotic river. The exotic one, it is actually a thief in a sense of, in my own sense. So this one, it flows from a region of higher rainfall to a dry area such as a desert, and this one does not indicate the does not indicate the surrounding condition. This is another type of a permanent river. So an exotic river is permanent, but it is the one that is flowing from a region of higher rainfall. So it means, let's just say that this is one place. Let's just say this is a place Empangeni. This is a place Empangeni, and there is higher rainfall. So here we know that it is always raining in Empangeni. So if there is high rainfall in Empangeni, and then let's just assume that we've got another place here. Let's just say this is Richards Bay. So this is Richards Bay. So at Richards Bay, let's assume that this place is a dry place, is a desert actually. So now for an exotic river, the river will flow here from Empangeni to Richards Bay, to a dry area. So in a sense here, an exotic river, it is actually the river that is flowing from a place where there is high rainfall, and it now flows towards the areas that are dry, such as here in this case, such as Richards Bay. So in this case, this river that we're going to find here at Richards Bay, we're going to say it is exotic because it is stealing the water from a place where there is high rainfall. So for an exotic river, it continues being permanent. So you can just say an exotic river flows from a permanent river. So let's check, because here at Empangeni, there is what? There is high rainfall. So there is permanently high rainfall here at Empangeni, but due to the dryness of Richards Bay, the river will flow from Empangeni to Richards Bay, and that river will be known as an exotic river. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. In our next video, we're going to talk about drainage patterns.